Wafi bona toge Biafra recovery amako kari mano urawo. Wafi bona toge Biafra recovery kari mano urawo. Wafi bona toge Biafra recovery amako kari mano urawo. Wafi bona toge Biafra recovery kare mano imana diga dinta jarabia ngene buge boya we mana diga dinta jarabia ngene buge boya ogano chore aso coach betena bagati tinno Ogago chere asa coach, but no baget it in no abo. Brother Masikwala, Makine, Sirika, Kiweli, Sigiru Basabo. It's your Emma. Esene madam maki werendo gebiego Imana bunkage maki we esendelu enye dia onine kero sabo Ndo hewe budo. All right, thank you. I'm always running with time. My goodness me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much, Umuchineke. Thank you, lovers of freedom. Evans, I greet you. Thank you for joining. Noeline, thank you for joining me. Firstborn, thank you. Chima Irechuku, thank you. Chris Odens, thank you. I can see you. Adenele Leko, Louis Peters, my brother. I love you so much. My beloved brother, thank you so much. Malisa Moore, thank you for joining me, beloved. Thank you. Triple M, One Minkem, I greet you, mommy. Lola, Ego Yubo, thank you so much. Asika George, Gineka, Triple M, the house is full already. Chuku, Jeku, let's go to the reason why we are here. Separating the chaff from the wheat in Biafra is still ongoing. How did I get this topic into my head this afternoon? I listened to a video that I have not seen, and I never knew it was there. And I discovered that the video is about 3 days now. You know, sometimes I flip into the Twitter handle of our legal chief of Mazin Namikano, a lawyer, Jimako. Yeah. And then I saw him share this video from the page of Somto, but I downloaded it because I know what this network normally does to me, so I have to bring it for you to listen to, and after that, if we have more time, we'll go into more updates from the Prime Minister's page. Let's quickly go there, get you this video, listen to it very carefully. And there is a uniqueness in this particular man. Yes, they have been given a vote of no confidence. His office in Biafra land is not recognized by Biafrans, but he is a Biafran with a difference. Mazi Ikenga is a Biafran with a difference. If others were like him, even with the vote of no confidence, we will still show them some respect. But we have no respect for any of them. But there is a unique part of this guy that we'll just keep there because there is that Biafra in him that cannot be taken out. These are the people that we would bring close, when the jungle matures fully. And then if he passes the test, yes, he is there to us. Now listen to him, very unique. I've never seen him anywhere call our prime minister names. I've never seen him anywhere mention Man Simon Ekpa. And I've never seen him anywhere attack any Biafran movement. I've never seen him. Whether they are the sewage rats or that, as far as they are Biafra movement, this young man doesn't attack them. But I've seen him attack Ebubago, attack all these politicians like him. Listen to this. He summed them up inside this particular. He does not keep Mazin Namdekan out of his lips. He's a unique guy. And I want to tell you that I love him. Now listen to him. Some of them may change with time, but if you change, we'll change our color. That's why we are actually separating the chaff from the wheat. When John go mature, who is who, we know. Now let's listen to this.
This you are getting yourself involved in. One is wondering, what about the fear for yourself? Because most times from afar, some of us who love what you're doing, engaging the system, wonder, we're afraid for you. Are you in any way thinking about yourself too?
Every human being wants to remain alive. For the power to be alive and not to be alive belongs to Almighty. And that doesn't mean that you should also not adopt, human method to be safe also.
Yeah.
Why putting your ultimate trust in God? Of course, there is fears. And those fears are born out of, threats that have been real in the past. So we have gone through it. So why would I not fear? The third assassination attempt got some people beheaded and murdered. And I escaped the bombing narrowly that day. So why would I not be scared for my life? I want to live. All I fought for that day was to be alive. So unfortunately, that loved ones were also killed in the process. So I've had framework charges, murder charge, terrorism charge, and arson of offenses that you never have anything to do with. Accused of separatist activity just because I'm calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Innocent people, kept in detention who didn't even do anything because you want them to say Ikenga did this, Ikenga did not do this. So yes, there's always threats. The axis of evil always want to shut you up. What they do, these people in darkness, that they don't want voices to hear what they do. So they always want to silence it. So yeah.
He called them the people in darkness. I love his line of words.
You have to be very careful, of course, praying to God Almighty to remain alive. But then what will you do? You should, because at times you may be driving a car or going home, you can even slump and die. So anybody can die through any method, but nobody wants to die. But death, like the philosophers will say, is a necessary end that will come when it will come. It's a question of how and when. So I understand that principle and that philosophy will say that it is a necessary end that must come when it will come. It's a question of now, how, and when. And I want my own to be when I'm old. And I want it to be painless.
And it will be so. Let's bring in Nnamdi Kanu. What is the present situation now? And you've over and over again, alongside so many others, called for political solution. What's going on?
I think is the fact that the president does not attach. I'm beginning to feel that the president doesn't attach importance to the welfare of our people, because if the primary responsibility of government is protection of lives and property, and you consider the Igbo as an integral part of the Nigerian project, which we are, we invest in land where people don't invest. I can't imagine how many Yorubas and how many Hausas that built mansions, where in Abia, in Imo, and in Ebony villages. But we have thousands of our people investing in Lagos, building mega mansions, big hotels, industrial estate, and so on and so forth, because we believe that we are one. But your actions at times make us feel you don't even see us as part of the Nigerian project, because if you do, considering the contribution we have also made to the Nigerian project economically and otherwise, in sports, in education, it should worry you since 1 year and of being in office. How do I resolve the Southeast question? There have not been any effort. Now you're calling for 30 days youth conference. Have you called for even Umunna meeting on the Igbo problem? You're the president, commander-in-chief, who is supposed to enforce Section 14, lives and property. Our people have told you in clear terms that they want an end to the siege in our land. They want an end to this, uncertainty. People can no longer.
They want an end to the siege in the land. Mark the words he's using. I love this guy. He admits that there is a siege in our land. Who is bringing that siege? The military. Have you ever heard Peter Obi talk about siege in our land? Have you ever heard any of the governors, any of them, talk about siege in our land? There must be an end to the siege in our land. Go on.
Things are happening there. Go to also, go to all of these are born. Things are destroyed. We're dealing with our own brothers. We're dealing with a bag of people. We're dealing with military officers. We're dealing with a lot of issues.
Did you see him? What he's mentioning? We are dealing with Ebubagu people. We are dealing with the military officers. Did you hear him mention we are dealing with Simon Ekpa? We are dealing with Biafra liberation. We are dealing with ESN. Did you see him mention any of these things? To blackmail them? No. Ebubagu people, enemies of Biafra. Military, enemies of Biafra. The siege on our land, they are responsible. Do you understand? Go on.
But there have not been any national consciousness, national effort to now bring our people together. Our people have also said in clear terms that as part of that show of good faith, as that part of that opportunity of, like a father who wants everything, bring everybody to the table, that obey the judgments of court. I think for the fact that they have won in court, even when they didn't even have confidence, in the judicial process, they still went through that adjudicatory process and they won. You obey. That's the least you can do by granting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the bail.
Even though we did not have confidence in the court system, we never did. Yet we won. And yet they refused to obey their court system. You see, this guy is, oh God. Let me go on because of time.
And section 174 thereabout was very clear on the powers. So what are we waiting for? The Attorney General can issue knowledge. So the president, he has the powers to discontinue and terminate that legal proceeding. Justice Inyako, before the last judgment, agreed to a political solution and gave extended time, almost 3 months, so the government can now file. But the federal government never started that engagement. That shows hate. That shows lack of concern and care.
That shows what? Hate. That shows lack of concern. I like the choice of words. That shows what? Hate. He is telling the government that he is working under that they hate Igbos. He's the only politician in Igbo land, in Southeast, that is using these terms. That shows hate. That shows lack of concern. I like and I love his choice of words. Separating the chaff from the wheat. Very, very important. Go on, sir.
Political solution and give extended time, almost 3 months, so the government can now file. But the federal government never started that engagement. That shows hate. That shows lack of concern and care for the Igbos. The court, your court even said, go back and find a political way and I'll wait for you people. Waited 3 months only for us to come again. Nothing. That made them to say, okay, since your orders are not being obeyed, you don't want to do anything. We don't have confidence. The woman have recused herself from the process. A new judge will come up. But this matter have lingered for over 2 years or thereabouts. Yeah. So allow that all over the world is done. Yeah. We're not Hezbollah or all those other people. But is it you are not asking now, ceasefire, Israel, let's go back to the table. Yeah. Even when some of them are murderous gangs that we know. Sure. Our tribe is not a murderous gang. All he needs is a political solution to address things that originated from age-long injustice, which everybody knows.
Our tribe is not a murderous gang. This is a problem that originated from age-long injustice, which everybody knows. I love his choice of words. Thank you, sir. Go on.
We have been treated like a second class in a country we have invested so much. Is he a lie? So we have some of our leaders who don't want to speak in defense of our people.
Yeah. Is it a lie that we have been subjected to an age-long of all this injustice? Is it a lie? He is not like all these political criminals that are not speaking up for our people. Now he is at the point where he will address his fellow political mates that are criminals. I respect this guy. Go ahead, sir.
We have been treated like a second class in a country we have invested so much. Is he a lie? So we have some of our leaders who don't want to speak in defense of our people. Doesn't take away the fact that our people also know that we have been treated unfairly. In a place we have confidence, in a place we have invested. That is what leads to this agitation. And now discussing and finding solutions to those issues starts with releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then you go to the table. And every stakeholder, town union, governors, elected representative, church leaders, then we now say this is the roadmap. Even after the war, when Gowon announced his 3R, reconstruction, rehabilitation, and this thing, was it implemented?
Integration, yes.
Was it implemented? How people went home with 20 pounds?
He is reminding them of Gowon. This was before the issue of Gowon birthday, but he's bringing the issue of Gowon out. The 3R, was it implemented? The answer is no. This is a unique human being. Even though he is there with them, he is a Biafran to the core who understands the need of his people and is bringing it out without fear or favor. Without fear, without favor. Oh, I love you, sir. I want you to repeat those lines. Remind Peter B of the 3R. He cannot mention it. He's congratulating Gowon. We are gathering firewood for them. We are gathering firewood for all of them as we separate the chaff from the wheat. You know what we are going to do with the chaff? Firewood is going to work. I'm telling you the truth.
3R, reconstruction, rehabilitation, and this thing. Was it implemented?
Integration, yes.
Was it implemented? How people went home with 20 pounds for their investment. We didn't get to occupy any position in the army. We didn't get to occupy any serious position in the police force.
An erosion that is ravaging that very region.
Our properties were not returned back up to today. Yeah. Our land were balkanized and divided, like cage them so that they don't rise up again.
Our land was balkanized and divided, as if like cage them so that they will not rise again. Divide and rule. This is the only Ikengimo. You are indeed Ikenga. I'm telling you, you deserve this Ikenga.
They turned back up to today. Our land were balkanized and divided, like cage them so that they don't rise up again. So those 3 hours were like things that was read at the UN Assembly just for the camera.
No, but what are our governors? They came together the other day and agreed that, called for the president to adopt the political solution. Do you think?
All right, that's the much that was actually in this video. I don't know if there is a part 2, but that's the one I saw. That's the one I saw. And I appreciate this young man. I do. When separating the chaff, we know who the chaffs are and we know who the wheats are gradually. This young man is gradually entering the wheats caliber. He's gradually going in there. But he should understand that nothing like Nigeria, he should know when to say goodbye to all these things. You understand me? So let's go to the PM's Twitter handle and see if we have updates that we can bring in the next 5 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, if we have the time to do that, let's see if we've got time. All right. I know there are so much comments. Please bear with me because of my time. I'm not looking at them. Okay, let's see. Hope I have enlarge. All right, let's see. I forgot. Okay, we've got it. Let's see. Okay. PM says, and the funny thing is that I just started. We have a long way to go. The enemies will cry for a long time. That is for those who will make it to the next phase. The enemies will cry for a long time. That is for those who will make it for the next phase. Now, our PM says, what can we do to these African journalists? Which one is Finland-based Monekpa, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, have continued to remain silent over this matter as his men keeps holding the DO hostage. These people are crazy. That's the post our PM is talking about. They are writing that the PM is holding somebody hostage. You are Sunrise Daily. Violence escalates in Bakassi, 6 killed, Cameroonian forces flee. As a Biafra Dragon Black Marine launches attack in Bakassi, Cameroonian forces is said to have fled part of the Ida battle following reprisal attack by Biafra separatist armed groups. Report says that at 6 a.m. this morning, the Black Marine, looking terrifying and battle ready, left Abana to the high sea to team up with the Dragon Fighter Marine. When they encountered the Bear Delta and the open fire, buying seas at the spot, the rest battalions fled with their gunboats. Until now, the division officer of the Idabato is still missing. He was apprehended in his district, an area which then they now wrote Finland-based Monekpa, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government. It is good that you acknowledge him as a Prime Minister now. And it has dawned on them. Before they used to use self-acclaim. Gradually, people are going to face reality. But only that you people are just a bunch of liars, bunch of criminal liars, All right, let's see what other update we have. Now, PM said, if you told them in 2021 that a day like this will come, where those killing Biafrans that were being pushed to the streets to get killed by the Nigerian terrorist government will be dealt with mercilessly, they will never believe you. 2021, we were at their mercy. Now, they are at our mercy. They made themselves God. But today, they made themselves God. But today, they can't enter their villages because the people they killed their colleagues are after them. Many of them have terrorist Nigerian army checkpoints in front of their houses because they know what is coming. Yes, they know what is coming. Yes, they know what is coming. All right. And now look at this one. Look at this one. Now, for those of you that are yet to come to terms and understand that we are doing you a lot of good, look at how these people roll. Let me show you now. Nigeria soldier who accused government of enabling banditry by paying ransom has been dismissed from the service. A Nigerian soldier, he exposed banditry. He had evidence and exposed it, that they have been paying ransom to bandits. That government have been paying ransom to bandits. He has been dismissed. Look at the bandits. Look at how fresh the bandits are. Look at how they are being consoled and comforted. But the Nigerian soldier that we have told you people, stay away from Nigeria army. You report the criminality and banditry and terrorism, they will sack you. If they don't sack you, they will buy you. And normally when they sack them, like the next thing that will happen is that they will go after you so that you will not talk again. They will eliminate you. That is what they do. That's what they do. So now you get the point now. You get the point now. PM. Look, let me tell you, when you are going after this PM and it tells you, leave me alone, leave me alone. You know this chinchi. This chinchi. Oriam birina ajocha. Ndị ọtọ ya abago akọta. Don't try this BMO. Now, there's this post. The infection-riddled mouth is not feeling any better. Hey, Delilah, you are in for a long one. I got a doggy zam zam zam. My body vam vam vam. No zam 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 plus vam 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 kaga doggy. The infection-riddled mouth is not feeling any better. Oria mbirina jocha. Na ndi otoya abago akona. Now, no, her brothers are detaining her ex, Arumel. Yeah, look at her confession here. She said, "Good morning, conscious ladies and gentlemen. I feel better from the pain and ache of the root canal procedure. I feel better from the pain." The sickness have affected her boca, and her clavicle, and her anusa cords, and she is in for a long while. Chineke ga-apụ gị ọnụ. Akuna Delilah. Say you want to fight those that are fighting for the freedom of your ex because you sold him. This video is very interesting. I posted it also. Well done, well done, well done. Kalenda did a good job here. I think that's the much I can take, even from the update from the office of the Prime Minister. Children of heaven, lovers of freedom, I love you all. Please, the fire must be on. We must remain airborne. We will not stop until we get to the shores of Biafra. And we are counting the years as months, counting the months as days, not counting the months as weeks, counting the weeks as days. Soon and very soon, we will be singing the Lord's song in our own land, not anymore in a strange land, not anymore. And if you are chaff and you know it, just know that your days are numbered, because by the time we identify you and we separate you from the wheat, firewood to set ablaze is ready. What we do to chaff is that we set them on fire. If you're a chaff, get ready, because we are going to put you where the chaffs belong. I am vam vam vam. Airborne. Airborne. 42 days to go. We are not wasting time. If you have not booked your flight yet, please go and book your flight. If you have not registered yet for the convention, please do so. Prime Minister will love you. You're doing well, and Biafrans are praying for you. Our men on ground will love you. Our Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces, our Marine, and every one of you, you guys are doing well. Butuso and his men will love you all. Well done. More grace, more power, more oil on your lamps. We are winning, and Biafra is here. Thank you so much, Umochineke. We move. We move.
The Biafra government, if they don't understand what government is all about, Biafra government is completely in charge of Biafra land. the de facto government and the government in exile, controls the entire Biafra territory. And for that reason, we ban every checkpoint. And when we continue to say, when we ban checkpoint, stay away from checkpoint, because the day it will happen, nobody will tell you. Anybody crying today that they killed military in Aba, you are an idiot. The people that were killed in Aba are terrorists, and that's exactly what they are. They have killed Biafrans enough, and we applaud whoever that did it. It is a military that are infiltrated by terrorists, and terrorists they are. We have seen the killings of Biafrans for many, many decades, and nobody has, done anything about the killings of Biafra people. And like we continue to say, anywhere you are in Biafra land representing Nigeria, carrying gun as a military, as a police, as any security agent under Nigeria in Biafra land, Biafra does not belong to you. You are staying there illegally, and you'll be treated like a terrorist, because that's what you are. This is the order of the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We have Biafra Defense Forces that are taking care of all the security situation in our land. Our target is to make sure we neutralize every armory of Nigeria within Biafra territory, because that's where power to commit terrorism, acts of terrorism against Biafra people are happening. We have been warning about Obinze, because there they have freezer where the body parts of Biafrans are being kept. One day they will wake up and Obinze is gone. I swear to God. One day they will wake up, Obinze is gone.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Oh, Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. I saw Biafrans all over the globe. Are you feeling me, Ashanti? Why and I feel you from my location, We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, Boko Haram, we no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate, we no fear them, we no fear Mietiala, we no fear them, we no fear them Bandit Kill, we no fear them, we no fear them Janjaweed, we no fear them, we no fear them Al-Qaeda, we no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan, we no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan, we no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried in our Biafran. Doing it is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have no man. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We forgot that Big B said that in Lagos the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000, and Fulanis we buy it for 150 or 200,000. But on Ibadan we buy his one for 10 million. Can you imagine? Smart people everywhere. So whatever, give them water.
You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. People don't know what is coming, do they? They have no idea. I feel sorry for the zoo. They have no idea. Any day that all of you gang up to support your one Nigeria garbage, the more you're digging your collective graves. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed.